Hi guys, Dave Rossi here, and we're headed into Manhattan. This is the 15th anniversary of the September 11th attacks, and we'll be photographing the Tribute in Light Memorial Light Display. This will be my 15th year of doing that. First year on video though. So we're going to take you along with us and show you a few techniques that I'm going to use, and most importantly, to preserve the day that we not forget what occurred on September 11th in 2001. And it's up to us as image makers to make sure that people don't forget. It's up to us to tell the story, and we'll be doing that today. And also, I'll be giving you some hints on how to photograph HDR and some other techniques. So we'll see you in a few minutes.
Hi, I'm Marlene Makoko, and I'm here with photographer Dave Rossi. He is also an author of America's Towers. If you can talk a little bit about that.
Sure. Thanks, Arlene. Yeah, America's Towers is a book of images I've taken of the World Trade Center over the last 30 years or so, starting in the 70s. As you can see, it's a really cloudy and hazy day here today. You can't see the top of the World Trade Center at all. The fog is really cool. It's blocking the top of it. And the towers of light are pretty low too. Usually they're all the way almost to infinity. But there's a little bit of haze tonight, and it's just kind of covering the top of the World Trade Center. So I'm going to see you at the next location in a little while if you're going to hang in there. Okay? Take care. So the problem we have here is we have a very dark sky, of course, bright buildings, and of course the beams of light themselves, which are translucent. So what we're going to do is just to go through the basics of HDR, and hopefully these tips will help. One of the basics is tripod is your number one basic. As you can see behind me, the World Trade Center, and I don't know if you can see way off in the distance on this side is the Empire State Building. So the angle that we have is we're shooting into lower Manhattan, and what I'm trying to do is to get a little bit of the Statue of Liberty actually is right behind me as well. You can't see it now because it's kind of small, but it's right, it should be right around here somewhere. But to get the Statue of Liberty sitting between the One World Trade Center and the Towers of Light. As soon as the Towers of Light come back on. Right now the Towers of Light are off because they shut it off for 20 to 30 minutes just to make sure that the birds can dissipate, because the birds fly around within those beams of light, they get confused, smack into each other and die, and that's not a good thing. So the reason that we're waiting here is to get those Towers of Light back on. Now, it looks like I'm getting a high sign from Harry, which is my cameraman here today, that they're coming back on. So actually you might get a treat. You might see them actually start to illuminate again. And as they're coming on, I just wanted to just take a minute just to explain why these Towers of Light are so important. I mean, it was a horrific day in American history that the terrorists attacked these two buildings, and just to be sure that, yes, I'm taking pictures of this, but it has a deeper meaning to preserve, to never forget what went on here. And was my purpose of making September Morning and America's Towers, that we not forget what happened here today. all too many times go by and people forget, but we shouldn't forget, because that's how we learn from what's happened in the past. And so many people were senselessly killed in these attacks, and we just want to honor them as well. And being a photographer, this is the only medium I have to do what I can to keep the memories alive. So yes, it's a photography opportunity, but not just for pictures, to make sure that we can remember the reason that we're here today. And again, is to honor those that have fallen, the people that were senselessly killed in the buildings, the first responders, and everyone that passed away since then. So we just want to remember them. So looks like the lights are coming back on, and we'll get back to the photography segment of this. And so I just want to have you see right here again in the background, you see the Twin Towers of light just illuminating. Then we'll have the Statue of Liberty.